Okay, so I just opened it on a random page in this book, but I'm not even this far in the book yet. I'm not even gonna read it, but yeah. So now I'm just talking, but what am I talking about? It's 10:50 p.m. and it's May 11th, 2024, and tomorrow is actually Mother's Day. So, yeah, tomorrow is May 12th, 2024, and tomorrow is Sunday, and Sunday is Mother's Day this week. So, happy Mother's Day to all of those moms out there. Shout out to all the children, shout out to all the kids, shout out to all the moms, shout out to all the babies, shout out to all the pregnancies, shout out to all the pregnant people. Shout out to all the people conceiving babies tonight and tomorrow and Monday. Okay. Shout out to all the people conceiving babies this weekend. Okay. Anywho, um, all of you. Okay, so yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I find it really interesting. The stuff that I say, I don't think that it's by my own will. Nothing that comes out of my mouth is by my own will because I do not believe that free will exists. So conscious thought definitely exists. Like I'm consciously speaking by my conscious thought, but it's an illusion to think that I'm speaking by my own will. Like I don't think anybody's speaking by their own will, no matter what they do. Like even if they no matter there's nothing anyone can do to make me think that free will exists. Like every single action, every single ripple in time, every single thing, it's just like everything that I'm doing, I'm not doing it by my own will, and everything that everyone else is doing, they're not doing it by their own will either. They're just experiencing life. Like we're all just experiencing life, and we're living in an illusion that makes us think that we're doing things by our own will, but we're just going down the timeline. We're going down a timeline. We're going straight down a timeline. And it's like a narrow path. And the reason I say it's a narrow path is because everything that's already going to happen exactly the way that it's supposed to happen is set up. So we're all going down this path, and like if a comet just falls out the sky right now and lands on this Walgreens that's right over there somewhere in a close proximity to me, that's meant to happen. Okay, if I travel back in time to the ancient Egyptian period where ancient Egyptians were living in the ancient Egyptian pyramids, and just their whole civilization, the time period where their whole civilization was still alive. If I did that, that wouldn't be free will. That would be part of the straight and narrow path that I'm on. So, some people might not understand this. A lot of people do understand it, but they're just like, oh, yeah, huh? Interesting theory. Oh, interesting thoughts. Oh, yeah, you have some interesting thoughts there, yeah. But, yeah, so everything that comes out of my mouth, I say it, and I know that I can never do anything I'm not meant to do. Like, this is why mistakes don't exist. People can have the illusion of thinking that they made a mistake. They could feel guilt, they could feel embarrassment, they could feel sad, but I just do not think free will exists. Like every single thing that's meant to happen happens at its governed time. So even me making this video right now couldn't have been stopped because it's meant to happen. Everything that comes from my lips is meant to happen. Everything I put in my mouth is meant to be there. Everything that flows from my tongue is meant to come off the tips of my tongue. Everything that my lips are meant to touch are meant to taste the essence of my lips. Everything that I meant to say is meant to be heard by the people who are meant to hear it. Everything that I hear is meant to be heard by my ears, and everything that I see is meant to be seen by my eyes. And then you have speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. But truly, you see, speak, and hear everything that you're meant to see, speak, and hear. And you taste everything that you're meant to taste. So, what's really interesting is, I was watching something on YouTube, and this person was like, I can taste the color purple. And I was just like, okay, duh, the color purple is grape. But some people don't associate the color purple with grape. So, Or so yeah, it's just so interesting. Everything that I'm supposed to say, I say, okay? So yeah. And then I was watching, well, it was like I wasn't watching something else. I just had the thought in my head like, okay, well, if I taste the color yellow, isn't that like a yellow starburst, right? Or is it like a yellow Skittle, right? Or people just think that you can't taste the color. Like you taste the, when you taste the color, you taste the association of what the color appears to be, what it would taste like if you stuck something in your mouth that color. Like if you taste the color yellow, you might taste the lemon, and that's sour. And when you think about a lemon and you think about squeezing lemon drops in your tongue, it just makes your face tense and your tongue quench, and you can actually taste it on your tongue if you visualize it the right way. And that is a form of manifestation. That's really weird, okay? Because manifestation is actually a part of the human lack of free will, but it appears to be that people are doing things by their own free will to make things manifest, and that is a false illusion. It's this illusionment of the matrix. I mean, the vortex. What am I talking about? Everything that I say is meant to flow from my lips. The vortex, okay? So now we're here in a place where there's a lack of free will. We're in a vortex. So, and the vortex could be like it's like a digital matrix, okay? We're here living in a vortex. That's the same thing as a digital matrix. But why is it the vortex? Why do I say the things that I say, and why do I feel the things that I feel? Why? There are so many questions to be answered. Who has the answers to all of these questions? Who has the answers to these questions? Somebody. I'm at 7 minutes and 8 seconds. I did a great job. I entertained. I'm an entertainer. And here I am now as an entertainer. So, yeah, if I entertain you, I did my job. If I entertain her, I did my job. If I entertain him, I did my job. If I made him come, I did my job. Because if you come here, you'll hear the truth, okay? You got it? You get it? You got it? You got it. Okay, so, yeah, we're good. So, it's at 7 minutes and 34 seconds. Now, okay, so it's 10:58 p.m. and yeah, I really honestly don't have control over anything, and nobody does. It's the illusion of control. So many of us are living in an illusion of control, but this is part of the plan. It's actually God's plan for some people to appear. Well, it's interesting. Everything just falls perfectly into place with everything else, and that is the illusion. It's the real illusion of everything. We consciously feel, think, see, taste, touch, all of our senses, every sense, all of the senses, even the senses that I may have not listed. There are so many senses. Just like there are like infinite colors on a color spectrum, you can't even see them all, because the reason you can't see them is because none of them are real. So not even the ones that we actually see. So we're just in a dark void. So I don't know why the illusion's going on. Okay, I have so many questions, and I'm on autopilot. We're all running on autopilot. If you take time out of your day to think about us running on autopilot, which nobody will do unless they're already programmed to do it by their own lack of free will, like, who's just gonna go around saying, oh, like, I consciously understand that I'm running on autopilot. Like, okay, I consciously understand that now. Like, who does that? So, yeah, so definitely there's absolutely no free will. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing it? Because there's no free will. Why is he doing that? Why is he out there breaking records? Because there's no free will. Why is he out there? Everything is one big synchronistic lineup. Like, it's all just one big synchronicity that falls into place with everything else. And like, it's so interesting to be able to have the conscious thought to understand this, but to know that I have no control over anything. He has no control over anything. The people in control have no control over anything, but yet they're in control. Okay, it's so weird. So everybody's running on autopilot in a digital world, and it's 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Oh, great. Congratulations to me. I made it so far. It's 11 p.m., and now it's time to turn this off. And, shout out to Goldilocks and the Three Bears. In my version of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Goldilocks didn't get eaten, and she didn't die, but I don't even know if she did in the first version, because for some reason, when I was a child, I have never read Goldilocks and the Three Bears my entire life.